It's come to my attention that not everyone knows what Libby is. And Libby is going to change your life if you love to read books. But like if you love to read and spend way too much money, or if you have access to a library, don't worry if you don't know if you have access to a library. I'll tell you exactly how to check further on. And you're trying to cut down costs. If you feel like you have to love a book before you can buy it, which severely limits your reading, or if you're going on vacation, don't want to spend a ton of money buying physical books, don't want to spend a ton of time and energy lugging those books, and you don't want to waste money on ebooks because why buy an ebook if you can buy a physical book, then this video is for you. Libby will take your reading to the next level, and she works even if you don't have an e-reader. I was talking to someone I know who just bought a new Kindle, and she mentioned how she's only buying books that she knows she's going to love, which, again, how can she guarantee that? That sounds like something she needs to teach me. But I mentioned to her, I was like, why don't you just use Libby? And she didn't know what Libby was. And that's when I realized this video is long overdue. So let's get into it right away. What is Libby? Libby is an app created by Overdrive that lets you access the digital content of your library. It's completely free, there's no subscription fee, there's no sign-up fee. You do need a valid library card, which I will get to in a second. If you don't know what Overdrive is a website that lets you access the digital content of your library. Sounds like the same thing. It basically is, except Libby does it so much better. It's basically just like way better formatted, way easier to understand, way easier to go through, just perfect, like exactly what you need to start reading free ebooks. I actually used Overdrive for years and I kept thinking I didn't need Libby, but then when I started using Libby, I was like, oh wait, this is so much better. So if you already use Overdrive and you love it, you're gonna love Libby. So let's just start at the beginning. Let's go on to the Libby website and I'll show you exactly how to find out if you have a library, you can get a library card, and how to start checking out books. So this is Libby. Welcome to Libby. I'm going to start with, I don't have a library card yet because we're assuming that you're starting at the very beginning. So not yet. Now you got to go looking for library branches nearby. Okay. So I am currently traveling in Europe. I have no idea if there are branches here, but let's just be a little bit more like, I don't know, Ohio. Most random thing I can think of. Yeah. And here's going to be a bunch of just libraries associated with Ohio, right? So what you would do is you would click on this, and then now you're part of like this library's Overdrive, if that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, every library is a little bit different. Every library is going to have like their own books that they have and like their own thing, like their own, offerings, I guess, right? That's why when like Onyx Storm came out and it didn't and a bunch of people were like putting a book on hold at like a bunch of different places, because sometimes you were waiting for like 3 weeks and sometimes you were waiting for like 30 weeks. So that's why being part of like multiple libraries is really cool, but let's not go crazy. Okay. So you want to sign up with a library, right? So I would like a card, right? So what they would do is tell you to go visit a local branch to go become a member, right? So the way Libby works is great because it'll tell you exactly where your local library is and exactly how to go sign up. And then you just go on their website and they'll tell you what to do. But the thing is that actually Libby, like libraries in general are great that like you have to go into the branch if you want like a physical card that could take out physical books. But if you want to take out an ebook, you don't always have to go into the branch. A lot of times they'll just redirect you to the website and they just want to check your IP address to see where it is, and you kind of just sign up. And you can't access physical books then, but you could access the whole digital content of your library, right? So that's what you would do if you wanted to like get an ebook, like a library card that only could take out ebooks, which works perfectly well for me. Also, I will say most of my information comes from being a US citizen, but when I do search up libraries in like other areas, like let's say you want to do London, because my dad's from London and I love London, right? So this is in England, right? Which means I would click on this and yeah, you can add a library card for London Borough of Bexley. So like, it seems like it still works. Let me know if it does, like if you live out of the United States and you use Libby, because I'm really curious. I'm pretty sure it does. Pretty sure I've seen people online talk about it. Okay, so once you sign up for a library card, either you go into the branch or you just sign up on the website, you then get your card and you have a number now, right? So you sign in with your card, okay? I'm not going to do that right now, but it's very simple. You kind of just follow the information. You put, let's say like this, right? You put the card number that you got and you're going to have a password and like, that's it. You're signed in, okay? So I'm just going to stick with the New York Public Library for now, just because it's very basic and I happen to use this one. So it really doesn't matter. Again, it's going to be dependent on like different books that you have. You can always request books that you want from your library anyways. So let's head over to the main page, right? Well, this is not the main page. We're on the main page right now, right? And let's just start scrolling. Look, they already give you some options. Like if you have no idea, it's like you could kind of join a book reading. It's not really like, it's just, here, I'll show you. It's hosted by this person, right? And she's going to like talk about the book and like there's going to be musical performances. You kind of like read along with it. So that's nice. I've literally never done this before, but it still sounds like fun, right? They like showing banned books, which is always really good. And they just give you a bunch of options. Kids, teens, world languages, mystery thriller. Let's go to search, right? Let's say we want to see what's popular right now. Just start at the very top, right? We want to see popularity. So now it's going to show you the most popular, like, and clearly Onyx Storm is like super high up there. I've literally never heard of this. I have no idea what this is. But yeah, this makes sense. It's pretty up there, right? Makes sense. Okay. You want to search. Now I'm going to show you all the ways you can search and how amazing this is to get you exactly what you're looking for, right? So first off, I only want to see the books in English because I don't read books in Spanish, as cool as that would be, okay? I want to read either with Kindle, EPUB, PDF. How do you want to read, right? They'll give you a bunch of like options. I always read with Kindle. I'm going to make a whole video on Kindle also, but this video is just going to be vague, but let's do read with Kindle, right? Okay, so they're only going to show me books that are compatible with Kindle. Now, what if I want something that is young adult? So I want a YA book, right? And I want fantasy and romance. We're going to get a romantasy, right? I'm literally going as like niche as I possibly can, okay? And I want something that I could get right now. I don't want to be put on hold for like forever. So I click the available now thing. I have 635 books that I could choose from. Show 635 titles. Bam. How awesome. Yeah. It's literally just like a bunch of options right now that you can start reading, okay? What looks interesting? I've never heard this before, but it's Sarah J. Maas, The Assassin and the Pirate Lord. It just sounds like a really cool book. Oh, I do not like Caraval. Oh my God. I love these books when they came out. Okay, we're going to click this one, okay? Clicking it. We're suckers for it. Yeah, of course they are. Okay, so now I click borrow. I don't have a card yet. But the way it would work is that because you have a card, it would essentially let you check out. I should probably show you like how it works if you have a card. All right. Now I'm signed into my library, okay? I'm on the same page, Vampire Academy. I click borrow, right? Now, my New York Public Library, right? Borrowing for 21 days. All you do is click borrow. And there you go. Oh, I have to verify my card. I forgot that I needed to do that. It's annoying. You know what? My New York Public Library card is actually not working right now. So we are going to go with a different one. Let's do the Brooklyn Public Library one, right? So I still have everything still up, but now you see how there's different books that are available, right? They're not going to give me the same options. Anything looks interesting to you? Sounds interesting. All right. So now let's borrow it. Borrowing for 21 days. Borrow. And that is it. Literally, you now have the book. Now, how do you want to read it, right? You could either read it on Kindle or you could read it on Libby. So I'm just going to show you how to read on Libby. You would literally go like that. And right now I'm signed into my computer, which means I can just read this book on my computer. But Libby is an app. It actually probably works a little bit better as an app. I'm just showing you how to do it on a website. But then you'd be able to read on your phone. Just saying. Oh, another thing you should know is that if you decide to check out the book with like reading in Libby, you will not be able to also check it out with Kindle. You can only check it out one way. So now the way I'm turning the pages, I'm literally just clicking the screen. Click, 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 click. And yeah, it's kind of like reading a book, you see? It's like showing it like a book. I don't usually read it in this format, but it definitely works, you know? If you read it on your phone, though, it's just going to show you like one page. It's not going to show you like this two thing. It's just because my screen's bigger now. All right, let me show you more things that you can do, okay? This is home, okay? We're in Book and Public Library this time. I want to search for new books, right? But you know what I want to do? This is awesome. I only want a standalone novel. I don't want a series. I don't want something that's going to be annoying and like I'll have to, wait for the next book to come out. I want something available now. I want something in English. I have 1,000 books to choose from right now. Notice I didn't specify a genre here, so it's very different. I've just been like obsessed right now with fantasy, but I don't know. I know a lot of people like romance, so I could just show you romance. Where's my options? Okay, subject. Romance. Well, not that many standalone. Oh no, 1,000. Never mind. And now you have a bunch of romance options. All available to read right now. All standalone, which means you're not going to have to like wait for any books to come out. Okay? You would do the exact same thing. Click in it, borrow it. I'm not borrowing this one because I have no idea what this one is. But yeah. Also, the 21 days thing, you could adjust however long you want it for. I've obviously wanted it for the longest amount of times because it doesn't hurt me right now. If you have a reason to do it for shorter, I can't think of one really because you could always return it early. But yeah, 21 days. Let me show you what to do if a book is not available right now. Let's get rid of available now. Remove the filter. And let's also do popular books, right? Because those will have a lot more holds. Let's just start from the beginning. Yeah. Home. Let's do popular. Okay. Books. Let's do English. Do fantasy. Cause I like fantasy. All right. Now you gotta place a hold. Okay. Yes, I'm waiting for this. Wow. Crazy that it's just like the books everybody's hearing about that are available, right? Cord, Thorns, and Roses. Wow. I've never even read some of these, but like, of course I know what they are. I've heard of this one. Is this one good? Does anyone know? Okay, let's see. So what I would do is I would place a hold, right? 19 weeks wait at the Brooklyn Public Library, which is so freaking long, but okay, I really want to read it, right? And my New York Public Library, because I have 2 library cards, so this one doesn't have any books, right? Which is why it's always nice to have like multiple libraries you can choose from. But I click into it and I would place hold, right? And it tells you exactly how many people are waiting, right? So I could keep browsing. I could get a similar title. I can go to my shelf to see all the books I have on hold or on loan right now. And right now I'm going to show you similar titles because this is nice because let's say you really want to read a book that's not available right now. They'll show you a bunch of options that are available right now that they think are similar. Because I don't know what Quicksilver is. I have no idea if this is even similar or not. But this is really, this is a nice option. Another thing you should know about holds that is pretty awesome actually is that if a hold comes and you're not ready to read it, so it's like, hey, it's available now, but you're like, oh no, I'm still in the middle of other books. You could actually push the hold off, which is really nice. This is my shelf. This book over here will take you right to where like all your holds are, all your books are waiting, right? These 3 lines will show you the library cards that you currently have, okay? Going to my shelf, I'm currently reading Terry Pratchett. Here are my holds. This one actually lapsed and I had to push it, which was annoying. This one here, deliver after May 14th. You see? You could basically decide, I'm not ready to read it yet. Not ready to read it yet. But yeah, it's going to tell you I'm actually not ready to read it yet. So I'm going to push it to 7 days and I'll get it on the 19th of May or later, because the next person, they'll basically give it to the person after me and then they'll try again. They'll say, do you still want this? And you could literally do this an infinite amount of times, which is pretty awesome. Now, one thing I didn't talk about yet is actually fantastic, is that you could use it to listen to audiobooks. I don't know if you notice this little filter over here, but let's go to the beginning, right? Search. We want audiobooks, okay? Now, I want something available right now because I want to show you. Okay, let's give me some YA. Let's give me some first in series. I could choose how long I want the book to be. Kind of want something short right now. In English. Wow. There's not a lot of options that are only 5 hours or under. But yeah. So what I would do, click on this. Literally, you could play a sample to see if you like the sound of it, which is pretty cool. I don't want to play a sample right now, but you would just borrow it and then you could listen from your browser, which is amazing. You just put headphones in and you literally have access to so many audiobooks. It's kind of nuts. Like, yeah, that's a lot of audiobooks. I'll put less of a filter on. If we do audiobooks, just audiobooks, not available now. So like whenever, like even if you have to put a hold on it. And fantasy, 11,000 audiobooks to choose from. Just so many. Who needs Audible when you have Libby? Wait, so I spoke about this. This is the search feature, right? If you want to search for something. This is the home feature, right? You're just going to go back to the front page of the library and it'll give you some ideas of things you want to read, things that other people are talking about, librarians have chosen stuff, right? So, fun. These are going to show your cards. These are going to show you all your books right now. And these are tags, right? This is pretty great because it will show you books that, like, let's say you want to tag something, you're right. Like I have notify me, right? When these titles get added to my library, I want to know when they come. My library didn't have Onyx Storm. So I was like, let me know as soon as you get this book, right? I wanted to read this book at one point. My library doesn't have it. So yeah, now I have that as a tag. So like if my library ever gets it, it will notify me, right? I've created my own tag, which was things I want to borrow in the future, but I don't have room for now. I literally created that myself and it was just things that looked interesting that I currently didn't have room on my shelf for, because if you notice, I can only take out a certain amount of books, right? You see here, I have one card at Brooklyn Public Library. I could take out 20 books. I have 4 currently out. I have 2 cards at New York Public Library. I actually only have one. One is not working right now. And I could take out 3 usually. I could take out 6 technically because 2 cards are there. So that's how you know how many books you can take out. And yeah. Now I have not spoken about Kindle at all right now. I really want to show you quickly before I leave because I'm going to make another video on it, right? But let's say I want to read a book on my Kindle, right? Books. Let's put some filters on. I want to read Kindle, English. Let's do a mystery. I want to do a standalone. I don't really care about that. I want it available now. And I want to order it by... That will just do alphabetically. That's going to be random. That's going to be release date, which is interesting. So yeah, I think it starts old. All right, so if I click on this, when did this book come out? Oh no, starts new. Huh, I thought it started old. If I go to page 157, I'll get the oldest book this library has. 2001. I think it's the oldest book this library technically has like uploaded, not actually, but yeah. Sherlock Holmes. All right. Borrow, right? Want to borrow for 21 days? I'm just going to show you quickly. Go to shelf, read with, and you would read with Kindle. Okay? So it automatically redirects you to Amazon. And you would literally just click get library book. And then it would download onto your Kindle, which is actually amazing. But I'm going to make a whole new book, a whole video on that specifically. But I just wanted to show you that so you would understand. So that's like everything you need to know about Libby. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, please let me know. I feel like I really did a thorough review of exactly how it works. And also, again, that was the website. The app is a little bit different, but it's basically the same thing. I'm going to make another video of tips and tricks that you can use Libby with your Kindle for. Ways the Kindle works amazingly with Libby. Because I have a Kindle, I just don't know about other e-readers. I'm sure other e-readers do work with Libby because people have spoken about it before, but this is going to be specifically about Kindle, so stay tuned for that video and let me know if there's anything you specifically want me to cover in the comment section below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, give it a thumbs down if you thought it was very unhelpful, and then again, let me know why so I can improve. And subscribe for more borrowed book content. Thank you. The end.